Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos. Now, when last we left off, we had not explored this room here, a room that everyone else had noticed that was watching, but I hadn't. So let's go and explore that, because basically, we don't have very good news to give to Geron anyway, so we might as well stall. After all, Dawn has, we believe, been captured by the Dark Army, and probably taken to Castle Cimmeria. So let's see what treasures lie beyond! Oh.
Rubbish.
Okay, there was absolutely nothing worth getting in here, but it was worth checking out, just in case. Also, at this point, I could go all the way back to the Gorka Swamps and go buy a wand of fireballs, but as we saw from the, use of them in the White Tower, I think the fireball wand has sort of seen its peak of usefulness and is now not as good as it could be for its silver crown value. So, let's go and now tell Geron that we can't find Dawn. I mean, what's the worst that could happen right now?
I have no time for your driveling. The Dark Army is upon us. To arms! Kiran, the city militia has fallen. You must defend Yvel.
Oh. For once, Geron is actually being serious about something. And that seriousness is indeed that he is not selling this short. The militia has completely fallen. The walls have been breached. Yvel is under attack. We are going to be attacked by Great Orcs, and not just Great Orcs, we're also going to be attacked by Cabal warriors here, the elite forces of the Dark Army. Rumours that they continue to fight even in death are of course completely unfounded. We want to be very careful about how we fight. We basically want to make sure that we have somewhere we can go rest, because as you can see, we are very quickly going to be utterly surrounded by Dark Army forces. Fortunately, the Dark Army forces are unable to enter into these enclosed areas, and so we have a place that we can rest and recuperate. They do spawn around you, and as you can see, the bodies don't truly disappear like they normally do. So there's sort of a timer going on, I believe, on how many of them you kill, but they will just keep on spawning. Also, I don't know who we're hitting there with this crossbow. We're hitting someone. Ah, there's a Cabal warrior. Oh wow, there are Cabal warriors behind us. How did that happen? I have no idea, but we are most certainly going to have to back off soon if that's the case, because, oh, there's the maul going off there. And again, excellent. We actually really need to make sure that Kiran stays alive here, because Kiran is one of the people who is pretty much always going to hit. We have to fight our way back to where we are resting. We are not being attacked from behind, which is handy. Oh my word, there are a lot of Great Orcs. So many Great Orcs! It's hardly great. It's kind of terrible. We're most certainly going to be getting a lot of experience, though. In fact, I am very tempted to back out here. Right, we're going to fight our way out. We're going to fight our way out, and we're going to go... Oh, this is not good. Where are our salves? There they are. We need to fight our way out, because soon it's just going to be Bakata, and that is not good. That is not good at all. There we go. Right, we need to go. We need to move. We need to go over here to one of these rooms here. The one that had absolutely nothing in it will be absolutely fine. We need to rest for just long enough to be able to bring Kiran back, who is surprised to be back. And so is Pulson. And I'm not surprised they're surprised, because they were pretty much surrounded on all sides there. This is actually quite a difficult fight. If you let yourself get surrounded during the siege, you will just die. You will just horribly die. Right, we need to work our way back now. Unfortunately, they have worked their way to us. Fortunately, there's only 2 of them. Ah, there we go. Paulson's fighting skill is improved. That's not bad. Right, any behind us? No. One went that way. There are a few this way, there are many that way. Right, we want to stand here, so that we always have a way to back out. We also want to use fireballs here. Here is a perfect time, as I said, to improve our ability to use magic. Also, we really want to keep the whole team alive here. I get the feeling we are being attacked from behind. Am I right? No, I am wrong. I am most certainly wrong. These great orcs are indeed a challenge, but we have got a little better at fighting since we first encountered them. Can we fight our way back to the, wonder if we can fight our way back to the, council, door. Actually, it doesn't matter which door, to be fair, that we are Oh, it's just Bakata again. Okay, Bakata, you're going to go into this building here, and we're going to rest again. I'm very glad that they can't follow us into buildings. Very glad that they can't follow us into buildings. That would be very, very awkward. Also, I think they're going to be pretty much startled every single time we heal them. Because this indeed is a siege. There is also quite a good reason as to why enemies were coming from the direction of the tavern. Remember they were talking about something called the catwalk caverns? Yeah, there's actually a good reason as to why they're talking about that. But we're not going to be going there just yet. But we will be going there at some point. Also, as you can imagine, all of the shops have now closed. Even Sadie's shop, I believe, is now closed. Because, staying here when there's the potential of a siege is very different to keeping your doors open for business when there actually is a siege going on. Because I don't think any of them really want to get killed. Which is understandable. So this is that point where you can't actually access any of the stores that were, Also, resting out here, not a good idea. It just brings out a lot of enemies that will try and fight you. Let's, heal Kieran. We're actually doing pretty well. Sometimes, if you bite off more than you can chew in this siege, you will just die. But I seem to be doing pretty well this time round. Also, this will be doing Kieran's rogue skill and everyone else's fighting, and everyone's mage skills quite a good service in getting better. Although it gets pretty difficult to improve your mage skill past level 4. Oh, hello! How are you all? Would you like fireballs? I thought you might. There we go. Excellent. We will be encountering more Cabal warriors. This is not the only place that we find them. Not the only place that we find great orcs either. Oh, there's one behind us. Let's make sure there aren't any more behind us. Let's do some resting, because that always works. That always works in the middle of a siege, just putting up a tent and cooking sausages on an open fire. Yep, doesn't work. Not surprised it doesn't work. Really not surprised it doesn't work. Also, you have a lot of magic. Oh, you accidentally used them for a fireball when I really wanted you to heal Kieran. That's okay, a fireball's just as good, I suppose. There are a lot of great orcs. Although I suppose that's an understatement in a siege. We're not doing too badly, though. There's no counter or anything that determines when the siege is over, but there is most certainly an indication when it is. Like, you're not given a tally as it's going on, but when it's over, you know it's over. Because the game is not very subtle about informing you that the siege is over. That's not to say that all the enemies just disappear. You will have to kill stragglers. But they will indeed, it will indeed end at some point. This is just the, hey, do you like fighting part of the game? Fight all you can here, because there's a lot of fighting. Also, nearly Rogue 6. Well done, Kieran. Well done, Kieran. That's pretty impressive. I don't think there's going to be anything in the rest of the game that we will not be able to unlock. There's absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right, let's go back out. Let's actually see if we can head back to the, oh, hello. We'll fight here for the moment. I think we'll save our magic until there's a lot of them. 2 is good, but we want to use our fireballs to hit many. I never actually used the Freeze 4 effect when it actually could have been useful. Freeze 4 makes like a sort of wall. A wall that can encase enemies. But if the enemies are too powerful, they will literally just shatter it. So, that's the reason why I didn't use it, per se. Freeze 3, I found, was actually better. The primary time that I was using it, which was the times in the Gorka Swamp, There aren't that many around here. Let's go actually hunting for some. Let's be a little bit dangerous. There aren't that many Great Orcs or Cabal warriors nearby at all. You just keep getting hit there. Just use some magic. There you go. Okay. There we go. No enemies? Oh, hello, Cabal warrior. How are you today? You are about to die horribly, most likely. There we go. Let's go find some more, shall we? There's one. There's two. There's lots. Excellent. This is definitely fireball territory. There we go. I know using the fireballs is risky, because then we end up being magic starved. We're being attacked on multiple sides. We are going to be attacked on multiple sides if we're not careful here. If we're not careful, we're going to be attacked on many sides. Also, you have enough magic to heal Paulson just a little, and we're going to back out a little before we get surrounded completely. Seems like a good plan. Being careful is the key here. You have to be careful during the siege. I can say that so many times in this video. You do really have to be careful. And save regularly. Save regularly. Let's use lightning bolts. I think there are enemies on the square that we're on. Which is, yeah, I do believe there are enemies on the square that we're on. Oh yeah. Let's go fight them. Let's fight our way back. There we... Oh, yes, that's some good lightning. There we go. Let's, heal before he's... Oh, ow! Are we being attacked on two sides by orcs? Yes. Yes, we are. Let's back out here. And heal. The lightning bolts are actually pretty good. I think the lightning bolts deal more damage to the enemies behind as well, but that's just a hunch. I don't know if that's actually true. See, I believe there are enemies actually on the square that we're on. Yeah, there's one Great Orc here. We could deal with one, though. They do still hurt, though. A lot. If we back out here, we'll fight both next to each other. Much better. Where did the other ones go, anyway? The ones that we were fighting before. You always like to hit Mikado last, I've noticed. Always last. There must be some more Great Orcs behind us. Well, there's one there. Okay, we need to start finding our way back to the area where we'll be safe. More lightning! Lots of lightning! That helped. That definitely helped. There we go. How many are behind us? One. Okay, we can deal with one. How is our magic skill? It's barely improving. It's barely improving. That is why there's one opportunity you get in the game to basically improve one of your either fighting or mage. And the last time I improved mage, and I really do think it's probably the best one to improve, because you can improve fighting all the time just by fighting. But mage is a lot harder to improve. It's a lot harder to get better. Also, if you move over to here, there should, in theory, be... There you go! More Great Orcs! There is a great number of them! Ha ha ha! That is absolutely terrible. And there are none behind us.
I hear the sound of the orc retreat horns. The battle has been won.
Indeed! The siege is now over. There are probably still going to be a few straggler Great Orcs, but that's it. The siege is over. The orcs have retreated. It is done. Now things are going to be a little bit safer. Not ridiculously safer, because after all, the walls have been breached and the Dark Army did manage to defeat the militia. But, hey, we actually won. Single-handedly, I might add. We pretty much just won. Excellent. Victory! And all the shops are still shut. They are still shut. Now, let's go see how Geron is. Oh wait, there's a Cabal warrior here. Hello. Well, there was. Ah.
Hey, a note from Geron.
Did he run away? I hope he didn't run away.
Dawn, Yvel is under attack. Someone has stolen my key. I suspect the thief has sought refuge in the Catwalk caverns. A passage may exist near Bruno's lodge. Geron.
I like that he addressed that to Dawn.
Let's find those caverns then. Perhaps Nathaniel will be there to lend assistance.
Now, that is interesting that it didn't scroll down there properly. But I like the fact that that was just to Dawn and not us. And also, I'm curious as to why Bakata thinks Nathaniel will be around there. We haven't seen Nathaniel the entire game since we left Gladstone. But let's go to Bruno's lodge, because after all, they believe there's going to be a passageway here. Let's see if they're right. They are! Is this where the orcs came in? Or is this where the thief went out? Or is it both? But what it is a place full of orcs. Full of orcs! This is sort of like the last part of the siege per se. Fortunately, we can just back out of this room. Which is good, because this room is really dangerous considering you're being attacked by 4 orcs at once. And now they're actually dying properly, as you can see. They're actually having the death splatter of blood there. They're not just disappearing like before. We actually are doing quite well in dealing with these orcs. In fact, I think this one... Yep, pretty much won there. Excellent. Excellent. And so, we have now reached the end game. This is pretty much the final stretch to the very part of the end game. There's not much more we need to do here. Also, that will lead back to Bruno's lodge. This will lead into the Catwalk caverns. We can, in theory, go back from the Catwalk caverns to Yvel, but the only stores available now are, in fact, in the Gorka swamps. So, let us go down into the Catwalk caverns. The last place in the game that we need to use torches. Oh, rather lanterns. This is the last place that lantern oil is useful. This is why we've been holding on to all of this lantern oil. Also, Paulson's spellcasting skills improved. That is good. That is actually excellent. So he now has level 4 casting. That is 68 magic points. Pretty good. That's why we were using all those spells during the siege. So here is the last location that lantern oil is going to be useful. After we've left this area, we're basically going to drop every single thing of lantern oil that we have, because they're entirely worthless. I also like the fact that this music makes a return one last time. Hello, Cabal warriors! I think whatever thief must have gone this way, because there are a lot of enemies here. There are a lot of enemies. Right. There is one area in particular that we are looking for. One area in particular. And we're gonna go find it. Basically by killing all of these enemies. Is it here? I get the feeling it might be here. Oh, ow! It might be here, but we're getting currently attacked with swords. Pretty well armed. Very well armed, the Cabal warriors. We're about to find out why they're so well armed. Not here, though. Is it here? Somewhere around here, there is a... Ah, here. Memory serves, it's here. Folks, we're about to find out why they are so well armed.
Welcome, adventurers. My name is Friendor. You have finally passed my tests. Welcome to the army of the Dark Path. I'm certain that you will become my most valuable lieutenants.
I am Miley, first envoy of the Dark Path. Join us now, and we shall rule eternal.
We shall never join you, Mylek. Richard rules Gladstone. We would die before we bow to the likes of you.
Throw down your weapons and fight us no longer. You cannot hope to sway our convictions. We shall defeat you here and return the rightful king to his throne.
Be reasonable, Kirin. Dark army too powerful to beat. Join and become respected like Victor, Imperial Blacksmith.
Honor means more to me than money and titles, Victor.
Then you shall die.
So remember when Victor said that, greeted us as if we were a commander? He was referring to Friendor here. Yeah, Victor's a traitor. I think Victor's been a traitor for a while. So there indeed is Friendor. We're going to have to kill him. We are most certainly going to have to kill him, and he is really tricky to kill. We're going to use a lot of fireballs, and we're basically going to have to just hit him really hard. So yes, this is Friendor. He has a unique appearance. He is pretty tough. He's very tough, in fact. And he is dead. He has a lot of things. He has Geron's key. Friendor was indeed the thief. He also has the Dark Gauntlet, which we are going to be using, and a statuette, which we are also going to be using. But that indeed is Friendor, defeated. And I do believe we probably also defeated Victor as well. Because he's a traitor.
The war room is silent. The war room is silent.
Also, I've noticed at this point in the game that they really start to not actually voice act all of the lines they want to have in.
The war room is silent.
Apparently they should put a dampener on the Dark Army's activities, but that has not been voice acted at all. So indeed, that indeed is Friendor defeated. Hardly a friend of ours! That's terrible. So, when we come back, folks, we shall start exploring the Catwalk Caverns, and see what lies beyond. After all, we need to put this Dark Gauntlet to use. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.